Good morning, Rev. Here this morning. It is Monday, the start of a brand new week. It is also February the 1st, the start of a brand new month. I hope and pray that your January was good and that you're ready to face this new month with, as my dad used to say, vim, vigor, and vitality. I hope you're safe, you're well and blessed this morning, and I pray that you're ready to be a witness for Christ whenever he gives you opportunity. Don't want you to miss it. I want to read to you this morning. This is from the book of 2 Samuel, and I'm going to be reading from chapter 3, and it's verses 13 through 16. Good, said David, I will make an agreement with you, but I demand one thing of you. Do not come into my presence unless you bring Michal, daughter of Saul, when you come to see me. Then David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, son of Saul, demanding, give me my wife Michal, whom I betrothed to myself for the price of 100 Philistine foreskins. Ishbosheth gave orders and had her taken away from her husband, Paltiel, son of Laish. Her husband, however, went with her, weeping behind her all the way to Bahurim. Then Abner said to him, go back home. And so he went back. Excuse me. May God add his blessing to the reading and the hearing of his word this morning. When David was offered the unified throne of Israel, he had one condition. He wanted Michal, his first wife, restored to him. Now, Michal was Saul's daughter. And Saul, he had arranged the marriage as a reward to David for David's acts of bravery. But in one of Saul's fits of rage, he took Michal away from David. So, was this demand of David's, was it evidence of David's affection for Michal? Or was it a political move? Marriage to Saul's daughter would certainly further substantiate David's claim to the throne. David and Michal's relationship was certainly strained. It was a strained relationship, especially after she came back. In chapter 6 here of 2 Samuel, we're told of how Michal despised David. In fact, David, in her heart, after she saw him dancing when the Ark of the Covenant was brought in, we're told that she simply despised him. So whatever David's motive was, the fact is that nobody asked Michal about this decision, about being restored to David. She was just taken away from Paltiel and given back to David. There was no, hey Michal, how you feel about this? It had been excuse me, it had been at least 10 years since Saul forced a divorce and required Michal to marry Paltiel. Now, we know nothing about the relationship between Michal and Paltiel, except for the fact that Paltiel followed his wife for miles, weeping when she was torn from their home. And again, no one asked Michal what she wanted. She wasn't asked if she wanted to go back to David. She wasn't asked if she wanted to leave Paltiel, if she wanted to leave her home. She was just torn away, and that was that. She was treated like a pawn here and not like a person. And Scripture is totally honest about the flaws of the greatest saints. But this is one of the worst sins that we can commit against one another. You see, others are to be cherished. They are to be loved. They're not to be treated as pawns. No human being ever deserves to be treated like a pawn. So as we go through this Christian life and we do whatever it is that we do to make our lives good, understand that we cannot use others. We cannot use them like pawns. We are to love others and to cherish others. I'm Pastor Mark. I love you guys. Be safe, be well, be blessed. And go do something for Jesus.